Welcome back everybody, welcome back to a very special video. This comes as a two-part. I will be showing you how to make my pizzas, and today's video will be on the actual pizza dough. The next one will be on how to actually make the pizzas and cook it. And I've got to say, these pizzas are pretty good, even if I do say so myself. So hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so let's start with making a dough. So this pizza recipe dough is actually pretty easy. So I have 600 milliliters of water, which is between 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, 20 grams of sea salt, and 1.5 grams of fresh yeast, and then 1 kilo of Caputo blue flour, 00 flour, but I use Caputo blue. So the basic thing about this dough is, for every kilo of 00 flour, you'll put 1.5 grams of fresh yeast. This is quite a slow dough that you make 2 days before you're about to use it. So let's get to it. So we're going to put in our 600 milliliters of water, and then our 20 grams of salt. So we want to mix the salt in to the water first. And I'm doing this by hand because I find I get more control of the dough. You don't want to over mix the dough and make it too hot. So now that that salt's mixed in, I want to put in that 100 kilos of flour. It can be rough, it doesn't have to be 100 kilos. You just want to mix that in. The reason we're doing 10% is because we're going to add the yeast, and we don't want the yeast and the salt to mix together, otherwise the salt will kill the yeast. So do that. Now that that's roughly mixed, I'm going to put in our yeast that I mixed in some cold water, very minimum amount of cold water. Just mix that in. And now we can slowly start adding our flour. That's that, and then you want to keep adding the flour. You can do this in an electric mixer, but just be careful that the dough doesn't get too hot and you don't overwork it, because you want to work it enough to get some air bubbles in there, but you don't want to overwork it and that you end up killing all those air bubbles. So I'm just going to Okay, so now that the dough's mixed, I'm just taking it out, putting it onto a clean surface, and it's time to knead it. What you want to do, pull it in, take it out, pull it in, take it out. You want to keep doing this all the way around. It may seem a little bit tough, but when we let it rest, it will loosen up, get a bit aerated. Only do this for about a minute and a half. You don't want to overwork it. So that's it. It should look like that once it's done. Nice smooth dough. Okay, so what I've done, I've just cling filmed it quite loosely, and we're going to let this rest for around about 30 to 45 minutes, just so that it can relax, and then we can portion it up after that. Okay, so now that the dough's had around about 30 minutes resting, it's time to portion it up. What I've got is just some weighing scales, and what I normally do is weigh it to about 220 grams for a portion. So just with a little scraper I've got, just cut it and portion it. And once you do that, what I do, I push all the dough into it like that, get it like that, and then just roll it. but it is very important to make sure that it's all sealed at the bottom. So you don't want any of the air to escape, and then it'll just flatten down. And then I've got little pizza trays which I put it all into. I'll show you that again. So push all the dough into it. That's it. And you just want to do that with all of them. Should easily get 6 to 8 portions out of this. So I managed to get 7 portions out of this, and now what I'm going to do is cling film it really tightly, so I don't want to get any air into it, and let it sit outside for a minimum of 4 hours. And then once it's been sitting out for 4 hours, I'm going to then put it into the fridge and then let it sit in there for 2 days, and then it'll be ready to... So this is the dough after 2 days in the fridge. It has been out for 6 hours, so I always take the dough out 6 hours before I'm about to use it, let it get to room temperature, let it just prove a little bit more, and it's nice and airy, nice and soft to work with. So watch my next video and I will show you how to actually open the dough and how to cook it in a wood fire oven. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed it.